Hey all, thanks for another Ask Me Anything question for the Full Funnels Consulting Group. This week the question is, I keep sending emails and they end up in spam or they end up not being delivered. How can I better improve email deliverability for my company? So there's at least a dozen different ways that you can improve email deliverability, but I'm going to run through one of the easiest ways to fix that immediately today. And if you'd like more information about email deliverability, just let us know. So one of the fastest and easiest ways to fix email deliverability, and can often be overlooked when initially setting up email, is setting up your email verification, your domain sending verification, your platform verification. And what you're doing when you're setting up email verification is you're telling the recipient email or the receiver of the email, their system, that this email was allowed to be sent by the sending domain. So if I sent an email from fullfunnel.co, the recipient and the receiving system would know that the email I sent was verified by fullfunnel.co and is allowed to be sent. And the reason that verification is important is if you're sending unverified emails, the receiving system doesn't know if that email is a scammer, is a spammer, is phishing, is trying to impersonate the company that you're sending from. And increasingly with the more security that's being laid on top of these inboxes and on top of emails, the less verified you are, people are going from assuming that those are good intentioned emails to assuming they're bad intentioned emails. And so verification is becoming the norm. So if you're sending unverified emails, that's going to cause a significant amount of problems. 3 different records that need to be implemented for verification: DKIM, DKIM, SPF, and DMARC. Those 3 records do very different things, but you can think of it as like a state ID that you're showing to the bouncer to try and get into a bar. SPF and DKIM both are saying that this email is from who they say it's from. So DKIM, for example, your email contains half of a secret key. The receiver gets access to another half of the secret key. So if those keys match, then they know that this email is allowed to be sent. SPF is similar. We don't have to go into the details there. And then DMARC is like the bouncer themselves. It's a rule set that you put inside of your system to tell the receiving inbox what to do with an email that's unverified. So you could still have like that state ID. And if you don't have that bouncer at the door, then it really doesn't matter. Nobody's going to check for it. So you have to implement DMARC, which is going to check for DKIM or SPF and tell the receiving inbox what it should do with those emails. And then you also have to set up DKIM and SPF. There's plenty of different resources out there online on how to set up each of those records, and they vary a little bit depending on which email system you're using or which systems you're using to send email. So go ahead and look those up on yourself, by yourself. If you need additional help with that, let me know. But set up your DMARC record, your DKIM record, and your SPF record to overnight improve your email deliverability rates and decrease the amount of spam reports, or I should say emails that are getting caught in other spam. Because if you are sending unverified emails, the chance that your emails are just being rejected is very real. If you have any other questions about email deliverability, let us know. Thanks all.